finish. It's an action-packed one-hour post-game edition, highlighted by the MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Not only 35 points, but he set an All-Star game record, going a perfect 16 of 16 from the field. A man who barely missed in the three-point contest is Steph Curry, and in doing so, he joins historic company. We'll tell you who's in that club after winning the three-point shootout. In the slam dunk contest, if you didn't know, well, now you know. Anthony Simons has got ups, and he is your 2021 slam dunk champion. Hi, everybody. Welcome to NBA TV's live coverage from All-Star 2021 with former All-Star and NBA champion Steve Smith. I'm Jared Greenberg. This is a very special night. It is NBA All-Star 2021 presented by Kia. Coming up in a couple of moments, we will speak with the 2021 MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. We will get into what we saw really was history tonight. First time ever we've had all the events wrapped into one night. We'll also talk about a breaking story that happened just before the All-Star game tipped off. The rich getting richer, with the Brooklyn Nets reportedly getting ready to add Blake Griffin to its roster. We'll break all that down. But Smitty, first of all, second year of the Elam ending here. And, of course, it had to end on a three-point shot.
And not only just a three-point shot, Jared, a half-court three-point shot that where Steph, Dame, and all these all-stars, you know, I was a shooter, but I used to toe the line. These guys right now is amazing. For all the guys and girls that played the game of basketball, to see the distance and the accuracy of guys who are shooting the basketball, it just blew me away. It was phenomenal to get a chance to watch. This is coming down to the end of the game. Watch where Dame shoots the basketball, not pushes it, throws it, shoots the basketball, follow through, and call Dame time to win the game for Team LeBron. This is amazing, Jared, to watch guys being able to shoot the basketball with this distance and accuracy and make it look this easy.
Coming up in a little bit, we'll expand our three-point conversation with the sharpshooter himself, 3D Dennis Scott, who's back in our studio with Matt Weiner. We'll check in with them coming up in a bit. But pretty remarkable that we had two guys combined for 16 three-pointers made on the winning team, and neither one of them won the MVP. Curry and Lillard tonight had 28 and 32 respectively, and they had to come probably in second and third of the MVP because a guy went 16 for 16.
I was about to say, Jared, when a guy goes perfect and has 35 points, it's hard not to give it to him. But like you said, for sure, Dame Lillard or Steph Curry could have easily been the MVP. But Giannis, and as you got a chance to watch the game, you just understood he was perfect. Two type of games. We got guys shooting from half court. Then we have a guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo, not known for his three-point shots, knocked down three of them. A couple of them, he didn't call bank, but they went in. But give him credit, and what a sight to see his son here and all the guys having their family here. This was a well-put-on all-star game. Under all the conditions, Jared, I was extremely happy about everything we got a chance to witness.
Really cool shot there. Giannis, we know how much his kind of newborn son means to him now. He has been on this earth for a while, and he's witnessing history here with one of the all-time greats. We talked about it in the pregame show about who's going to rip that torch out of LeBron James' firm grasp, and I would have to imagine many people would have to believe that Giannis is one of the leading candidates. We'll speak to Giannis here coming up in a couple of moments. He'll join us from the court right behind us here at State Farm Arena, who was just a tremendous host. And remember, they didn't have much time to plan for this. We were supposed to be in Indianapolis. Speaking of Indianapolis and the Indy-themed uniforms we saw here, the race cars, how about the three-point shooting we saw tonight from Dame and from Steph? And rarely, you know, and oftentimes in All-Star games, you see guys on opposite teams going back and forth, guarding each other in All-Star games, going at each other. This is the first time I can remember you had two guys on one team say, all right, this possession it's you, next possession it's me, and we're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper as the game goes on.
And I like the competition, like you said, within. Usually, like you said, with opposite, but I would have to go give credit to the general manager, LeBron. He picked extremely well with Giannis and then two shooters. So that gave him a chance to just watch the second half and enjoy like us. Steph putting on the show. When guys can shoot the ball like that, they're knocking down shots from such a long range and accuracy. Steph is showing off knocking down shots where he's turning around and not looking. And then Dame Lillard, another guy that we saw, both these guys phenomenal to be able to shoot the basketball. When you have stars in all and Hall of Famers in all, like myself and Reggie, who shot the basketball. And then this virtual shot chart.
Pay attention to the left side of the screen here. There's a green dot.
Have enough room.
It broke out. Steph Curry's range was too deep for our virtual shot chart. You can see the green streak across your screen on the left-hand side right there, but we can't see the green dot because that's how deep he was going from.
Him and Dame Lillard. It'll be fun to go back for myself and watch it, because I always do that. Go get a chance to watch the All-Star game with my kids and just talk about the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
And we start talking about history. These guys, Steph and Dame, and all these guys are shooting a three-ball. It's just remarkable. And then also you get a chance to see these bigs. Don't forget the bigs. The skills of these bigs now is something that is wild to me, because you have these 7-footers now being able to dribble, win the skills challenge with ease. No guards in the finals.
That's right. We'll get to how Sabonis won the skills challenge in a little bit. You mentioned what Steph did. We showed the shot chart. Dame, we were thinking that it was coming down to Steph and Giannis for the MVP, and then all of a sudden it turned into the fourth quarter, and of course, Dame time. And he all of a sudden has 8 threes at the end of the night, plus wins it by hitting the target score with a 3.
Well, Jared, we know we all love to talk about stats and history. I can't wait till you start talking about clutch points in the All-Star game. They put on a show. We know he leads the NBA in clutch points during the regular season, but now we're going to start having a stat where you start clutch in the All-Star game, and it was definitely clutch. And love the format where you bit the competitive play at the end, but it was the shooting of these two guys that really took it over the edge. This is – I used to get up a lot for dunks, passes, and dribbles.
Now it's threes.
Now I'm getting up from the distance these guys are shooting. And look,
he broke the shot chart as well. Look at the threes coming from the left side of your screen here. We cannot see the green circles, only the green streaks, because Damian Lillard broke our virtual shot chart tonight. Do him and Steph have to split the cost?
We're going to have to get a bigger screen, because we're going to have to move this back. Three-quarter court.
Just an unbelievable display of shooting. With all that said, the man who's many consider still the best player on earth, LeBron James, he only had to play just about 13 minutes tonight, and his team won in dominant fashion. What do you think happened with LeBron here in the second half, not playing at all?
We got a chance to be in awe of watching everybody. I think for him, he got a chance to get some rest. And I think that's the basketball mind from LeBron. I got a chance to draft extremely well and got a chance to sit there as a coach and sit back and pull his jacket down, get his tie on, and get a chance to definitely coach and watch this team to victory.
Well, he did pretty darn good. Not only is LeBron unbeaten in this new format here where there are 2 captains, but also his #1 draft pick this year earned All-Star Game MVP. Let's check in with Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court. Giannis, Jared Greenberg, Steve Smith, hope you can hear us. Congratulations to you on a spectacular effort. You know, Giannis, a couple of weeks ago, we were listening to you talk about how you weren't thrilled about coming to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend. You wondered if it was the right move to make. After going 16 for 16 and taking home the hardware, are you pretty happy that you made the decision to play?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that I was able to get in the plane and come down here and play the game.
You know, Giannis, for me, this is Steve Smith. What I love watching you tonight was the smile you had on your face, one with your son sharing that moment. It just gave me just a elation to get a chance to watch you. And then the smiles you had knocking down threes. Just talk about the joy you had competing in this All-Star game and winning MVP.
You got to enjoy every moment. You know, personally, I believe that when you have fun, everything takes care of itself. You know, you cannot worry about the outcome of the game. You cannot worry about none of the extra. As long as you're having fun, everything takes care of itself. And I was able to have my family here, and I was just trying to involve them as much as possible. So, yeah, I had fun.
Giannis, were you aware that you were perfect from the field tonight? And at what point were you worried about taking more shots to ruin the streak?
No, actually, I wasn't aware. I think Nikola Jokic told me that I was 16 for 16. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. You know, I just want us to win the game. And no, I wasn't scared to take other shots. I wanted to take other shots, but Dame was on fire. And I told Dame that, hey, if it's Dame time, we all got to get out of his way. And that's what we did.
Giannis, when you're talking about Dame and Steph, we're sitting here as fans, and I know you're sitting there playing with these guys. Can you talk about just watching the distance and the accuracy Dame and Steph were shooting the three ball for your team, Team LeBron?
It's amazing, man. And these two players, and obviously all the players, they're special. But these two guys, the distance from where they can shoot the three is unbelievable. He shot the three before half court. Like I've never seen that before, you know. And he had the confidence. He had the confidence to take that shot. And I told him I'm gonna send my son to his summer camp. You know, when he have his summer camp, I'm gonna send my son over there so he can learn how to shoot Dame way. You know, because he's gonna have the skills. He's gonna be tall. He's gonna be long like me. He's gonna have it. But when he starts shooting like Dame, oh, we have a beast. You know. And so, but he was laughing. But they're both unbelievable. They make the game way easy for everybody else to play, and you enjoy every moment to play with these guys.
Giannis, I heard you talking this morning during your media session about learning earlier in your career to approach these games with joy, as Smitty was just saying, and to take the opportunity to ask players for advice and maybe use it against them at some point. Did you get the opportunity today at all to chat with anybody? Would you learn from guys that maybe you've never played with before?
I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of players, but I came with a goal. I wanted to spend some time and talk to LeBron. I don't want to say what we talk about, but like just talking to somebody that has so much experience. You know, I feel like the best way to learn in life it's experience, and he has it. And I had the opportunity to chat with him. And other guys, and it's something that I like doing. I love learning the game. I love learning the history of the game. I love learning new ways to keep improving, because, and not only physically and mentally, because at this stage, the game is mental. Like physically, you know, we have the physical abilities, but at this stage is so mental. And I just want to pick everybody's brain and see where their heads at, and just learn.
Giannis, last question for us. When you talk about the All-Star game, and back when I played, it was obviously a joy for the fans, but the NBA and the Players Association, you guys have taken it to another level. The money and the charity and the awareness you guys have brought to HBCUs and all the charities and the monies you raise. Can you just speak about what you guys are doing in combination with the NBA that made this game even more special?
It's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of a league that allows us to speak our minds. You know, obviously we have the platform, but sometimes you have the platform and you're not allowed to speak your mind. You know, but like, you know, the NBA allows us to speak our mind, allows us to use our platform in a positive way, and I'm happy that, you know, we are a part. We can be a small part of helping kids, you know, get more educated and have equal opportunities.
Giannis, I don't see any basketballs around you. I'm looking around the court there, but you do have a drink. You think if you threw that would go in tonight too? That drink? I mean, you couldn't miss tonight.
I might.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, Giannis.
No, I'm not going to do it. Because if I miss, I'm not going to keep the record.
Smart man,
Giannis, congratulations. A perfect night from the field and the All-Star game. Most valuable player, 35 points, 16 of 16. Congratulations. Good luck. Stay healthy the second half.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, unbelievable night from Giannis and an unbelievable night from Steph Curry, who you could make the argument also could have shared the MVP with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Before Curry went out and scored 28 in the game, he became one of 7 men to win multiple three-point shooting contests. Let's go back into our studio and bring in 3D Dennis Scott, who knows something about shooting from this distance. But I'll tell you, I tweeted this out, 3D, when we were watching Curry in the first round, and then in the second round, he missed. Remember, that first rack of the last round, he missed 3 shots in a row, and you're saying, oh no, how's he going to do this? And then he comes off and finishes strong. 3D, I tweeted, we're witnessing greatness here like we've never seen before.
Yeah, Jared, you hit around the head with the greatness, but Smitty, you know this, and I think fans are starting to appreciate it more. It's the work that he's put in throughout his whole career. We go back to early in his career, Smitty and Jared, and to our fans, where he struggled with a few injuries and people didn't see the future like a lot of us saw, because a lot of work's been put in behind the scenes that no one's ever, or should I say, no one sees on a regular basis. So I think, like Giannis said, when Steph Curry shoots the ball with confidence, Jared, to your point, he missed a few shots early in the contest, and then he adjusted, and then he caught fire and started shooting the basketball the way he shoots every day. And Smitty, you know I was at home smiling because that last shot, what did he do, Smitty? He was leaving it. And I've been trying to tell all the kids, and I was home watching it with my son Trey, and I keep telling him, when you miss a shot, you don't complain, you don't sulk, you leave it. That's how you adjust. Look at that. And you get that last shot, Smitty, yes. He's leaving it, baby. Take the picture. Yes, I was like, come on, baby. That's Mr. Splash himself, reminding everybody, last year I might have been injured. Last year I might have went through a few things, but I'm back. Yes, he is the best basketball player that we've seen shoot the basketball from distance, and tonight he just reminded everyone once again.
Well, I'm going to say, Uncle Smitty, going out to trade that your dad's hard on you because I saw you shoot it and you can leave it. And the one question I want to ask 3D is, we've been known as shooters. Your nickname is 3D. You got a slogan as leave it. And one thing I want to talk to you about, but being able to follow through, it might be a three-point where I shot it at the line, 3D, but guys are leaving it from basically one step at half court. Talk about how hard that is to be able to not throw it and also shoot a shot that me and you shot at the free throw line and making it look that easy.
It's hard to me because people think it may be strictly your mechanics, but it's the hard work. You know, Dame Lillard now is called Logo Lillard because now he puts in the work every day in practice. So now Terry Stott's not surprised. Let's go back and remember that highlight when I think Steph Curry went between his legs like 4 times against the Clippers and shot the three. Then Steve Kerr kind of grabbed his head and just kind of threw his hands up. He kind of went like this and said, okay, what am I doing? I think that was the beginning for Steve Kerr saying, wait a minute. Steph Curry puts in this work every day in practice. I'm watching this. So now let him loose. So now here we are, Smitty, in 2021, Jared, in the All-Star game, we have 2 guys coming across half court, leaving it with confidence, and now we're no longer surprised. I love it. The evolution of the game accepts it because they put in the work.
3D, you're putting in work. We'll see more of you and Matt Weiner coming up in a couple of moments. Smitty and I got more work to do here on this Game Time presented by Kia at All-Star 2021.
Condensed into one day is now in the books. We heard from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's get into the other events that led up to and were sandwiched in between this unusual All-Star night, including the dunk contest at halftime of the All-Star game. Makes for a challenge producing this show. In what order do you put everything on a night like this? Just 20 dunks this season between the 3 contestants, none by Cassius Stanley, who's barely played for the Pacers as a rookie. Look at the contest judges. Bud Webb, Dominique Wilkins among them. And here's Cassius Stanley, crazy athleticism, and look at that.
Matt, I was super surprised with our dunk panel not giving this young man a better number than he received.
Similar to the dunk that Aaron Gordon pulled off a few years ago, but somehow only got a 44 out of that. Please explain.
Unbelievable. Well, this one right here, I thought the creativity, Matt, the dribble between the legs, over the head, but I thought the first one had a little more flair.
That one by Obi Toppin scored a 48. I will say it's harder than it looked initially, but not harder than the first dunk.
Yes, but this right here, Matt, I'm home watching my son Trey. We both grabbed each other and said, Dad, I thought he was going to jump over the rim.
This is Anthony Simons for the Portland Trail Blazers. The veteran in this contest is a third-year player, and that is a 12-foot teeny rim from which he grabbed that ball, showing off the hops. And he told us earlier today, in fact, that was his goal, just to show off how high he could really jump. Cassius Stanley in a desperate position here, needs a big score, tried something else earlier. That dunk was impressive enough, but not enough to keep him in the contest. And so it's Simons.
Yeah, growing up in Florida, watching Orlando Magic, Tracy McGrady. Ooh-wee.
An homage to his Florida native, Tracy McGrady. Simons.
It's nice.
Emulates the 2000 dunk contest dunk that McGrady pulled off. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Under control and just smooth with it, too.
And that would get him a 49 from the judges. So the pressure is on. Obi Toppin, who brings out Julius Randle and his father, Obi Toppin Sr., who was once known as Dunker's Delight.
Ooh,
great
Dunker's Delight.
Street ball and semi-pro player in his own right. And look at that.
Ooh, Dunker's Delight, Rapper's Delight.
Those are not small humans. He jumped over and full control. Did it easily. Toppin back on the miss between the legs, throws that down. Okay.
Hey,
it's good.
Nice.
Look, these are all good. It's a high standard.
Come on. Exactly. I don't know too many people can do that.
No. If you're sitting on your couch and going, yeah, go try it.
Yeah.
And then Simons.
This right here, I said, at first, Matt, I was like, it's nice. And then when I saw the replay, I said, hello, Rim, how are you? Mwah, good to see you.
It's one of those, you need the replay to really appreciate once you see it from that angle and see just how high he got, that he was at lip level with the rim. By the way, if you're trying this at home, don't actually try to kiss the rim.
Unless you got a mouthpiece.
You'll lose a tooth.
Yes.
Or several.
Make sure you have a mouthpiece.
Or worse. And the judges would weigh in. They vote 3-2 for Anthony Simons, and he is your 2021 AT&T Slam Dunk champion, with Toppin finishing second. The folks in Indiana are crying foul or poor judging or just boo.
Boo.
Because Cassius Stanley's first dunk deserved better. Simons, the winner, and afterward he spoke with our Allie LaForce.
I know you were receiving a lot of advice from your teammates, including Derrick Jones Jr., last year's dunk champion. What were the advice that they were giving you, and how much did they inspire what you pulled off out there?
Basically just told me to stay my strengths and make sure you make the first dunk.
You were competing against 2 rookies. How important was it to show them who's the boss out there?
You know, I mean, all of them can jump pretty well. So, you know, coming into it, I just wanted to show my strengths, so that I can jump up pretty high and be creative with the mini hoop and stuff like that. So it was fun.
You also earned another $40,000 from AT&T on top of the NBA donation, and your 2 opponents are getting an additional $30,000 towards their HBCU, which is just incredible. How rewarding is it to be a part of something that's more than just the game?
No, it's amazing. You know, just giving back to, especially to the HBCU community. You know, giving them the same equal opportunities as any other university. So, you know, I think it's a great thing.
What are the nerves like going into this? You know you can jump, you know what you can do, but with your teammates watching, the world watching, and all your fans back at home, what were your nerves like?
Pretty nervous coming in, but, you know, a lot of people didn't know that I could jump pretty high, so I kind of calmed down and, you know, just show my talents.
Well, the people know now, as we transition to the Mountain Dew three-point contest, people definitely know that Steph Curry can shoot.
Yes.
Widely regarded as not only the best shooter on the planet, but the best shooter in history at this point in his career. Already a three-point champion back in 2015.
I thought Jaylen Brown did pretty good, Matt, because coming out of college 1 year at Cal, no one ever thought he'd be a shot maker the way he's doing now.
Zach LaVine.
Similar. We thought he was just a dunker when he first comes in. He's kind of changed that narrative.
Had 22, trying to become a dunk contest and three-point winner. And then Donovan Mitchell with 22 of his own.
Yep, not bad. I thought he was a little cavalier at first, then he started catching fire at the end.
But none good enough to advance to the finals. Jason Tatum gets bragging rights over Brown as he scores a 25 in his first round.
And I love that extra Mountain Dew ball. Mountain Dew, good job.
You know what? We got to introduce that to the regular game, to every other
I'm not mad. You know, I'm not mad at it, Matt.
Bring the four-point shot in. I'm ready for it. M.Conley replaced Devin Booker.
Yes.
Only made 1 bucket in the All-Star game itself, but had a great round with a 28 in the first round.
He put a little pressure on Mr. Splash himself.
Absolutely.
And he missed his first couple, and like we spoke about earlier with Jared and Smitty, Matt, he adjusted, and the rest is history.
You see the guy holding the rack shaking his head like,
like who in the world?
What is
this? Is this a video game? Am I playing 2K? Ronnie, 2K, is this live or the game?
Not normal. He scores 31.
But Matt and people at home, that's my favorite part. He's leaving it. I keep telling y'all, there's a secret to it. He keeps showing y'all, but y'all won't listen.
And he's such a decent human being, it's almost hard to recognize the likable arrogance in that finish. Like, no one's beating me. You guys know that, right?
And Matt, he walks down the court. He goes, oh, wait a minute. There goes my lovely wife. Give me a high five, honey. Smack. We did it again.
Jason Tatum's second round, not as good. Just 17 points. M.Conley.
There was no official clock in the fourth quarter of the 2021 All-Star Game, but it was still Dame time. With the target scored 170, Dame says, "You betcha!" And that is the ball game. Lillard tying Steph for the second most threes ever made in an All-Star game. What was his mindset heading into that shot?
I hit 2 in a row, and I knew that we had game point at the 3. And the ball came off, Steph had it, and he pulled up. And once he missed his, and he inbounded the ball to me on the next one, I was like, I'm about to fire this one. You know, they backed up a little bit, and I just...
Of all the players, but I'm in awe of the big guys.
All right, couple more big guys. Covington, stretch 4. Vooch has turned into a stretch 5, right, with the way he can shoot. And look at that. Vooch advances. He's got some experience. So we got Sabonis and Luka. Now, Luka said he didn't get to warm up beforehand. That's his excuse.
Well, Sabonis said, well, take this. Go ahead and sit down and so you can go ahead and watch me a little bit more since you didn't want to warm up. And Sabonis is rolling right now. Now, this is my winner I picked, and you picked Sabonis.
I did, right. You picked Vooch.
I picked
CP3.
Sabonis.
Here's semifinal. Chris Paul against Vooch. Both players make the pass.
I picked Chris Paul,
missed the
and he missed the layup.
How's that happen?
Man, I got to talk to Chris Paul. I had picked him to win it all in this, and he missed the layup. I think it was the ball. Jared.
They both missed the 3 on the first attempt. Second attempt, both missed the 3. Third attempt, Vooch says goodbye, CP3.
Well, I think if you CP3, you know you had your chances. You didn't get a chance to knock it down a couple of threes, and you missed that layup. And it's down to the bigs. I said bigs, Jared. It's down to the bigs.
Again, bigs have dominated this competition the last several years. So we get the pass, then we get the layup. Now the time for the 3. Sabonis tried to use the glass, couldn't get it to go. Drama is building, and then Sabonis buries it. And look at Sabonis. After being the runner-up last year, he wins the crown this year. And take a look at this. Really impressive down the stretch here. I had Sabonis. You had Chris Paul.
Yes, and I will say, Jared, get no chance to watch these taller gentlemen come out and make this skills challenge look easy. Sabonis just every round, every guy he went up against, he took his time. The dribbling for the bigs looked good, and then they came down and made a nice chest pass, thumbs down. I'm going to start saying that. 3D says leave it. I say thumbs down.